Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by asking you a question. Are you truly living, or are you simply surviving? Are you in control of your life, or are you stuck in the endless cycle of the rat race? Chasing paychecks, promotions, and possessions, but never finding true fulfillment. Today, we're going to break free, not just temporarily, but for good. Because escaping the rat race isn't just about making more money. It's about reclaiming your time, your freedom, and your purpose. Let me share with you some powerful principles to guide you on this journey. The first step to escaping the rat race is to recognize it for what it truly is, an illusion. It's a cleverly constructed trap that promises fulfillment, success, and happiness at the end of a road that never truly ends. Society, with all its well-meaning advice and traditions, has sold us on the idea that if we work harder, if we put in longer hours, if we climb the corporate ladder and sacrifice enough, one day we'll arrive at happiness. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're not working toward your own dreams, you're building someone else's. Think about it for a moment. How many people do you know who have dedicated decades of their lives to a career, only to find themselves burned out, unfulfilled, and wondering where the time went? They chased the paycheck, the promotion, the next big thing, thinking it would be the key to satisfaction. Yet when they finally achieve those milestones, they feel a fleeting sense of joy that quickly fades as a new goal looms ahead. It's like running on a treadmill where no matter how fast you move, you're still in the same place. That's the essence of the rat race. A cycle designed to keep you busy, distracted, and always chasing, but never truly arriving. Ask yourself, what am I really chasing? Is it security? Status? The approval of others? Often we don't pause long enough to consider this question. We're so caught up in the momentum of doing, achieving, and accumulating that we rarely stop to ask if the path we're on is even our own. It's easy to get swept up in the expectations of society, of family, of peers, and to mistake their dreams for our own. But if you're living someone else's script, it doesn't matter how much success you achieve, you'll always feel like something is missing. The moment you realize this is all a game designed to keep you running, you unlock the power to step off the track. That awareness is the turning point. It's like waking up from a dream and realizing you're not bound by its rules. You don't have to accept the narrative that has been handed to you. You don't have to equate working harder with living better. You don't have to trade your time, your most valuable resource, for a paycheck that barely scratches the surface of your potential. To break free, you must first gain clarity. You must see the rat race for the illusion it is. That clarity allows you to redefine what success means to you. It's not about rejecting hard work. It's about ensuring your efforts align with your purpose, your values, and your vision for life. Once you recognize the illusion, you stop running in circles and start moving forward with intention. You begin to ask the most important question: if this isn't my finish line, what is? The answer lies within you. Recognize the illusion, and you take the first, most vital step toward reclaiming your freedom. Freedom. It's a word that carries immense power, but its meaning is as unique as the person defining it. For some, freedom is the ability to live without financial worries, to wake up each day knowing the bills are paid and the future is secure. For others, freedom is the gift of time, the ability to spend precious moments with loved ones, to pursue passions, or simply to savor life on their own terms. But here's the key. Freedom isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It's deeply personal. And unless you define what it means to you, you risk chasing someone else's version of it. Or worse, never finding it at all. Clarity is where the journey to freedom begins. Take a moment to ask yourself, what does freedom look like for me? Not for your neighbors, not for society, not for the influencers you follow. What does it look like for you? Close your eyes and picture it. Is it the freedom to travel the world, to experience new cultures and create unforgettable memories? Or is it the freedom to build something meaningful, to leave a legacy that lasts far beyond your lifetime? Perhaps it's the freedom to wake up every morning and spend your day exactly as you choose, unburdened by obligations that don't align with your values. Once you've envisioned it, put it into words. Write it down. Be specific. Vague ideas lead to vague results. Don't just say, I want financial freedom. Define it. How much money do you need to live the life you desire? How will you earn it, manage it, and make it work for you? Don't just say, I want more time. Define how you'll spend it. Will you create art, build relationships, or devote yourself to a cause? Without specificity, freedom remains a distant dream rather than a tangible goal. But let's go deeper, because freedom isn't just about financial independence or a flexible schedule. At its core, freedom is about choice. It's about having the power to decide how you spend your time, your energy, and your resources. It's waking up each day and knowing that the life you're living is the one you chose, not the one you fell into by default. It's the absence of regret and the presence of purpose. It's living with intention, not obligation. Now here's the reality. Defining your freedom doesn't guarantee it will come easily. It takes courage to admit what you truly want, especially when it doesn't align with societal norms or the expectations of others. It takes discipline to work toward that vision, to say no to distractions and yes to the habits that bring you closer to it. But once you define what freedom means to you, everything changes. Your path becomes clearer, your actions become more deliberate, and the choices you make begin to align with the life you truly want. Freedom isn't a destination, it's a way of living. It's not something you find by accident, it's something you create with purpose. So, define your freedom. Make it real in your mind and in your heart. Because when you know exactly what you're working toward, you're no longer spinning your wheels. You're moving forward with power, clarity, and intention. Money matters. It's a truth we often hesitate to admit, but deep down, we all know it's a cornerstone of freedom. Yet, it's critical to understand that money by itself is not the goal. It's a tool, a powerful one, that when mastered, can pave the way to a life of choice and opportunity. But here's the catch. If you don't learn to control money, it will control you. And when that happens, you remain a servant to it, rather than its master. To escape the grind and build a life of freedom, you must master the money game. The first step is to take control of your finances. This requires clarity and discipline. You need to know exactly where your money is going and ensure every dollar has a purpose. Living below your means is not about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about choosing delayed gratification over fleeting pleasures. It's about making sacrifices now to enjoy the fruits of true freedom later. When you learn to live with less, you gain more. More peace of mind, more security, and more ability to invest in your future. But managing your money is just the beginning. To truly master the game, you must make your money work for you. Think of money as a team of workers. Every dollar you earn has the potential to bring in more dollars if you put it to work in the right way. This is where investing becomes essential. Whether it's real estate, stocks, businesses, or other assets, the key is to build streams of income that flow to you whether you're actively working or not. That's how you escape the endless grind, by creating assets that generate income while you sleep. The idea isn't to work harder for money, it's to make smarter decisions about money. Too many people are trapped in a cycle of earning, spending, and repeating, with nothing left over to build their future. To break free, you must shift your mindset. Money isn't something to be earned and spent, it's something to be grown and leveraged. And to grow it, you need knowledge. Learn the principles of investing, understand compound interest. Study the habits of those who've achieved financial freedom. Remember, your earning potential is tied directly to your learning potential. As you gain control over your money, you'll notice a shift. The stress and worry that used to dominate your thoughts begin to fade. In their place comes confidence and clarity. You're no longer working for money, it's working for you. And with that shift comes a sense of empowerment that extends far beyond finances. Suddenly, you're not just surviving, you're building. You're creating a foundation for a life that aligns with your dreams and values. Mastering the money game isn't about greed, it's about responsibility. It's about using the resources you have to create opportunities for yourself and others. Because when you're free from the stress of money, you're free to focus on what truly matters. Your passions, your purpose, and your legacy. And that is the true power of financial freedom. The most important investment you'll ever make in your life is not in stocks, real estate, or material possessions. It's in yourself. Too often, people neglect their own development, thinking they can get by without taking the time to grow. But the truth is, the most powerful asset you possess is your mind. And the more you feed it, the more it pays dividends. When you invest in yourself, you're laying the foundation for your future success. It's not just about accumulating wealth or getting ahead in the short term. It's about building something that lasts. A library of knowledge, a network of mentors, and a set of skills that are not just marketable, but that fuel your passion. Books, seminars, experiences, these are the tools that will sharpen your edge and prepare you to meet the challenges ahead. Learning is the key to unlocking your potential. There is no greater return on investment than the one that comes from learning something new every day. Imagine what would happen if each day you picked up a new piece of wisdom, honed a new skill, or deepened your understanding of a subject that matters to you. That's the kind of growth that pays off. Growth that not only improves your life, but expands your world. Think of your earning potential as a reflection of your learning potential. The more you know, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. But it's not just about what you know, it's about applying it. Knowledge without action is like a car without fuel. You need both to drive forward. So, ask yourself, what can I learn today that will bring me closer to my vision tomorrow? This question should be your compass, guiding your decisions and actions every single day. We all have a vision of what we want our lives to be like. But that vision won't manifest by sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It requires effort, commitment, and, most importantly, continuous learning. When you invest in your education, whether it's formal schooling, personal development, or simply learning from the experiences of others, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're gaining the ability to create opportunities where none existed before. The road to success is paved with growth. Every skill you acquire, every mentor you meet, every lesson you learn adds another layer of strength to your foundation. This is how you build a life that can weather the storms and thrive in the face of challenges. The world will change, circumstances will shift, but when you've invested in yourself, you are prepared for whatever comes your way. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Pick up that book, sign up for that seminar, reach out to that mentor. The world is full of resources that can accelerate your growth, but it's up to you to take the first step. Invest in yourself today, and the returns will be greater than you ever imagined. Escaping the rat race isn't simply about getting out of the daily grind. It's about running towards something bigger, something meaningful, something that resonates deep within your soul. Too many people wake up every day, do their jobs, collect their paychecks, and repeat the cycle, not realizing that there is more to life than just surviving. But what if there's a higher purpose? What if your life could mean more than just getting by? There's meaning in getting by. Excuse me, I want to say something. Please, give me the last quarter. Is there one thing that requires less than something else? Or this one requires more than just getting by? Your vision is what makes that possible. It's the fuel that powers your ambitions, the guiding star that pulls you forward when times get tough. Without a vision, you're like a ship without a compass, adrift, directionless, going wherever the waves take you. But when you develop a vision bigger than yourself, everything changes. You stop moving aimlessly through life and start moving with purpose. You stop merely working to survive and start working to make a difference, to leave a mark, to create a legacy. What is that vision for you? What is the purpose that calls to you when you wake up in the morning? What kind of impact do you want to leave on the world? The answer to these questions will shape the path you take, the decisions you make, and the legacy you leave behind. This vision becomes the very thing that drives you, that pushes you to keep going when obstacles arise and when it feels easier to quit. A vision bigger than yourself doesn't just give you motivation, it gives you clarity. When your vision is clear and compelling, it serves as a constant reminder of why you do what you do. It puts things into perspective. The challenges, the failures, the setbacks, they all become a small part of the larger journey. Instead of letting life's difficulties hold you back, you learn to embrace them as opportunities for growth, as necessary steps on the way to achieving something truly remarkable. When you're working for survival, you're focused on the small, day-to-day things, getting through the next task, paying the next bill, meeting the next deadline. But when you're working for significance, everything changes. The grind becomes a stepping stone, not a destination. You start seeing the bigger picture, and the work you do takes on new meaning. You no longer just work to pay bills. You work to create something lasting, to serve others, to leave a legacy that will outlive you. Your vision becomes the driving force behind everything you do. It transforms the mundane into something extraordinary. It turns the struggle into something meaningful. When your vision is bigger than yourself, you find strength in places you never thought possible, and you gain a sense of purpose that empowers you to overcome any obstacle in your way. So ask yourself, what is the vision that stirs your heart? What is the legacy you want to leave? When you find that, you'll realize that the challenges you face are nothing compared to the life you're building. And with that clarity, you'll move forward with a sense of purpose, passion, and determination that will carry you through anything that comes your way. Knowledge alone will never change your life. It's the actions you take based on that knowledge that bring results. Too many people collect information, read books, attend seminars, and accumulate wisdom, yet they remain stuck, never applying what they've learned. Knowledge is like a treasure locked away in a chest. It means nothing unless you unlock it and put it to use. To break free from the rat race, you must take bold, decisive action. When you make the decision to change, to escape the cycle that's holding you back, it's time to act. This is where many people falter. It's not because they don't know what to do. It's because they hesitate. They worry about the risks, the unknowns, the sacrifices they'll have to make. And it's true, taking action, especially bold action, comes with challenges. It won't be easy, and there will be moments when fear tries to hold you back. But understand this, the biggest risk of all is staying right where you are, stuck in the same cycle, repeating the same mistakes, and hoping for a different outcome. That's the true risk, the risk of never realizing your potential. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. There is no such thing as a flawless time to start. If you want to change your life, if you want to break free from the limitations that have been holding you back, the only moment that matters is now. Start small if you must. Take that first step, no matter how small it seems. Whether it's launching a side business, setting aside money for an investment, or learning a new skill, the key is to take action today. It's those small, consistent steps that build momentum. The reality is that waiting for everything to be perfect is a strategy for failure. It's the person who waits for all the lights to be green before they start driving who never gets anywhere. The road to success is not lined with guarantees, but with opportunities. Opportunities that you can only seize if you act, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And that journey begins with the first bold step you take. Understand this, no one achieves greatness by standing still. Every successful person you admire, every person who has broken free from the rat race has done so by taking action. They didn't wait for all the stars to align. They didn't sit back and hope for things to change. They made the decision and took that leap of faith. And yes, there were risks. But in the end, those risks were worth it because they led to something far greater, a life of freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? The time to act is now. The longer you wait, the longer you delay the life you deserve. Take that first step, no matter how small. It may be uncomfortable, it may be uncertain, but it will always move you closer to the life you've envisioned. And that first step will be the catalyst for everything that follows. Start today and let bold action lead you to the life you've always dreamed of. Goals are the dream, the vision that inspires us. But without a solid system to support them, they remain just that, dreams. Goals give us direction, but it's the systems we build that make those goals achievable. A goal, like achieving financial independence, is powerful. It pulls you forward, it gets you excited, but it's only through the actions you take every day that the dream begins to materialize. I asked Daryl McBride, the 200s dentist, how he approaches his mental health. You could have the most inspiring goal in the world, but if you don't have a plan, a system to back it up, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place year after year. The goal is a destination, but the system is the journey. The system is the path you walk every day to get closer to your destination. If you want to achieve financial independence, your goal is clear, but your system involves creating a budget, making wise investments, developing skills that increase your earning potential, and cultivating the habits that will keep your finances on track. It's not enough to say, I want to be financially independent. You must design the systems, the daily actions, the habits, the routines that will turn that goal into reality. When you focus on building systems instead of just setting goals, you create a level of consistency that is necessary for success. Success is not achieved by one grand action or one burst of motivation. It's achieved through small, consistent actions over time. This is where systems come into play. When you establish a system, whether it's for your finances, your health, or your career, you remove the guesswork. You create a process that works day in and day out, whether you feel like it or not. Consistency is the secret to long-term success. It's easy to be motivated for a short period of time, but true success comes from the ability to stay consistent, to keep showing up every single day, even when the excitement fades. Systems create that consistency. They help you develop habits that become second nature, so you don't have to rely on willpower alone, and we're going to discuss that today. Dave Matthews is a best-selling author, speaker, entrepreneur. Systems, instead of relying on motivation, you rely on the system, the structure you've put in place to keep you moving toward your goals, even when life throws obstacles in your way. So ask yourself, what systems do you need to create today that will support your long-term vision? If you want to lose weight, it's not just about setting a goal to get fit. It's about creating a system that includes healthy eating, regular exercise, and a mindset that prioritizes your health every day. If you want to build a successful business, it's not just about setting a financial target. It's about creating a system that focuses on marketing, sales, customer service, and constant improvement. The beauty of systems is that they don't require constant motivation. They work for you even when you're not thinking about them. They create momentum that builds over time, turning small actions into big results. The goals you set are important, but it's the systems you create to support those goals that will ultimately bring them to life. Build systems that work for you, that align with your vision, and watch as consistency delivers the results you've always wanted. Escaping the rat race requires more than just ambition. It requires sacrifice. It means making the hard choice to prioritize long-term freedom over the fleeting comforts of today. It means saying no to the things that may bring temporary pleasure, but will ultimately hold you back from reaching your full potential. It means having the discipline to delay gratification now in order to secure a better future. This is the fundamental shift that separates those who stay trapped in the cycle of the rat race from those who break free and build the life they truly desire. In our world, we're constantly bombarded with opportunities for instant gratification. Advertisements, social media, the latest trends, all designed to tempt us into spending, consuming, and satisfying our desires in the moment. But real success doesn't come from indulging every whim. It comes from learning to say no to those temptations and choosing to invest in your future instead. When you embrace delayed gratification, you're making a conscious decision to put your money, time, and energy into things that will pay off in the long run. You choose saving over spending, investing over indulgence, and discipline over distraction. I won't tell you that delayed gratification is easy. It's not. The temptation to enjoy immediate rewards is strong, and the struggle to resist can feel overwhelming at times. But here's the truth. The pain of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. Think about that. Yes, it may be difficult now to say no to unnecessary expenses or to put off buying things you don't need, but the regret you will feel years down the road if you fail to build your future will be far greater. The choices you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. If you can't make sacrifices now, if you can't choose long-term freedom over short-term comfort, you'll find yourself stuck in a cycle of working just to survive, never moving forward. Delayed gratification is not about denying yourself pleasure. It's about understanding that true joy comes from achieving something meaningful. It's about building a future where you have the freedom to live life on your terms, without being tied to a job or burdened by debt. Think of the joy of knowing you made sacrifices today to invest in yourself, your dreams, your future. That satisfaction is worth far more than any temporary pleasure. Every small decision you make matters. Every time you choose to save, to invest, to learn, you're taking another step toward your freedom. And every time you choose instant gratification, you're holding yourself back from that future. It's not easy, but it's essential. You must embrace the discomfort of saying no in the short term to experience the freedom of saying yes in the long term. The sacrifices you make today, no matter how small they may seem, compound over time and lead to a life of security, independence, and peace of mind. So remember this, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the rewards of delayed gratification are lasting. The freedom you seek is built by the choices you make today, and those choices will determine whether you escape the rat race or remain stuck in it. The people you surround yourself with have an enormous impact on the direction of your life. The truth is, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by those who accept the rat race as the way life is supposed to be, then that will become your reality too. You'll find yourself thinking it's normal to struggle day after day, to barely get by, and to trade your time for a paycheck that never seems to stretch far enough. The truth is, when you spend time with people who are stuck in the cycle of mediocrity, you become complacent. You begin to accept less than you deserve, to settle for the status quo, and to think that this is the way life is supposed to be. But it doesn't have to be this way. The key to breaking free from the rat race is to surround yourself with people who believe in something more. People who are committed to growth, to freedom, and to living with purpose. These are the people who will challenge you, inspire you, and encourage you to go further than you ever thought possible. When you surround yourself with individuals who push you to be better, who hold you accountable, and who are also striving for something greater, your chances of success increase exponentially. It's not enough to just wish for a better life. You need a community of like-minded individuals who are on the same journey. They may have different paths, different goals, and different dreams, but they share one thing in common. They refuse to settle. They understand that growth is not optional, it's essential. When you're part of a community that values progress, that values purpose, and that values the pursuit of true freedom, you begin to adopt the same mindset. You stop seeing challenges as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. You stop allowing fear to control you and start taking bold action, knowing that you're not alone. There's a saying that you become like the people you spend your time with, so choose wisely. You want people around you who will lift you up, who will encourage you to push beyond your limits, and who will remind you of your potential when you start to doubt yourself. When you surround yourself with the right people, they act as a mirror, reflecting back your highest potential and inspiring you to reach for it every day. The influence of the right people is powerful. They don't just support you, they help you see a future you might not have believed was possible. They open your eyes to opportunities, they introduce you to new ideas, and they help you recognize your own strengths and talents. These individuals will become your greatest allies on your journey to freedom. They will hold you to your highest standards, celebrate your victories with you, and support you when you face setbacks. Their energy will fuel your drive, and their belief in you will keep you going even when things get tough. So take a close look at your circle. Are they helping you grow? Or are they dragging you down? Are they pushing you to think bigger, to dream bigger, to achieve bigger? If not, it's time to seek out those who will. Find a community of individuals who share your values, your vision, and your passion for living a life of purpose and freedom. Their influence will keep you on track, and together you'll achieve things you never thought possible. True freedom isn't just about what you achieve or what you acquire, it's about what you give. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to focus solely on personal gain, on building your wealth, your career, or your personal freedom. But real fulfillment, the kind that makes life truly rich, comes from giving back. It comes from using your success to elevate others, to share your wisdom, and to create opportunities for people who are on the same journey you once were. When you make the decision to give back, to pay forward the knowledge and the lessons you've learned, you begin to shift the focus of your life. You realize that success isn't just a destination, it's a responsibility. It's your responsibility to lift others as you climb. Think about it. Where would you be today without someone who believed in you? Without a mentor, a friend, or a teacher who guided you along the way? You didn't get here on your own, and neither will anyone else. The people who helped you are the unsung heroes of your story, and now it's your turn to be that hero for someone else. When you mentor someone who's just starting out on their journey, you offer them something invaluable, the benefit of your experience. You share the lessons you've learned, the mistakes you've made, and the wisdom you've gained along the way. You offer them a shortcut to success, a way to avoid some of the pitfalls you encountered and help them navigate the obstacles they'll face. This act of giving is not only a gift to them, but it's a gift to yourself as well. When you teach, when you mentor, when you give back, you deepen your own understanding. You reinforce the lessons you've learned, and you remind yourself of your own growth. But giving back goes beyond mentoring. It's about creating opportunities for others to thrive. It's about using your resources, your influence, and your success to open doors for people who need a hand up. Whether it's offering a job, supporting a community initiative, or simply sharing a piece of advice that can change someone's life, you have the power to make a difference. The more you give, the more you realize that true success is measured not by what you keep, but by what you give away. There's a powerful sense of purpose that comes from knowing that your success isn't just for you, it's for others. When you start to give, you find a deeper meaning in your own journey. You realize that life is not about accumulating wealth or status. It's about making a difference, leaving a legacy, and knowing that you've helped others along the way. This is the kind of freedom that endures. This is the kind of success that fills your heart and soul. So, as you climb toward your goals, remember that your journey doesn't end with you. True freedom is found in the act of giving, in using what you've gained to help others reach their potential. When you give back, you not only make the world a better place, but you also enrich your own life in ways that material success never can. And that, my friends, is the kind of success that truly sets you free. Ladies and gentlemen, escaping the rat race isn't just a dream, it's a choice to take control of your life, to live with intention, and to pursue true freedom. The path won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So decide today, are you ready to stop running in circles and start running toward your dreams? If the answer is yes, then take the first step. Your freedom is waiting. And remember, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Thank you.